Hey guys, hello, Rainby. Привет, ребят, с вами снова Rainby. И сегодня мы продолжим играть в нашу игру Break Chance Momento. The next morning, Shuki wakes up after his alarms goes off. After tossing and turning for a few moments, he gets up and turns it off. There's no need to rush, since Chucky is already gone for his bathroom slot. Shuki yawns and rubs his eyes. Что, нас уже больше не будили на завтрак? Oh, that's sad. This is about when he normally used to bath, so it's not that much to get used to. The only problem is he has less time than he did before. After gathering his toiletries, haircare kit and clothes to change into, Shuki leaves the room and heads for the second floor bathroom. Что у них целых полчаса, наверное, или сколько там на bathroom, well, роскошь прям. When he gets there, he sees that the door is open. Whoa! Wish, please! Мы в том же самом после как раз Чаки. Wish, please! Okay! Upon peering inside, he sees Chucky in the middle of brushing his unruly hair. Morning, Chi-chan. Oh, Shuki. Morning. Oh, I guess you grabbed the slot after mine. I didn't look at the sheet, so I didn't know. Man, this means I don't get an hour of bathroom time anymore. I thought you could only have one slot? Yeah, but since I'm a senior, everyone was considerate and left the slot after mine blank, so I usually just take the whole hour. Так что мы в любом случае могли попросить его поделиться, да? Damn! И как... Ну... Час. Нахрена тебе час? Что ты там делаешь? Я понимаю вот этот вот все... косички покуда заплетешь. Чем ты там занимаешься? What I really considerate, or did you just bully them all into leaving the slot for you? You warned me. I wouldn't do that, though I might have intimidated them some. Oh, well, too bad for you, because this slot is mine now, and I'm not that nice. Well, I'm not done yet. Just go in the corner and take a shower. I won't disturb you. Come on. Seriously? Okay, whatever. I don't mind. And why do I have to share my time slot with you? Мы могли попросить, чтобы он поделился, а сейчас мы is bitching out about it. Come on, make up your mind, man. I've got seniority. Yeah, I don't really like that answer, but knowing Chi-chan, he won't move even if I ask nicely, so whatever. The bathroom is pretty spacious anyway, much bigger than the one we had at home. Значит, у них нормально, да? В комнату кого-то приводить нельзя, а в душе вместе быть fine. Whatever. Shuki gets his things situated and starts undressing. Зато мы теперь можем не полчаса собирать, укладывать свои волосы, а в принципе даже целый час. Во всем есть свое преимущество. Wow. Man, you skinny. А ты не смотри! А? When Shuki turns around after pulling his shirt off, put your shirt off, put your shirt off. He realizes that Chucky is turned away from the sink area and is now looking right at him. Это смущающе. Well, yeah. Did you think I was going to be fat underneath my clothes or something? I actually never gave it much thought. But you're so skinny. You ought to eat more. Maybe if you took your own advice, you'd be taller. Bitch slap. Ответный удар. Why you? I've been drinking like a gallon of milk every day since my first year of middle school. It's not my fault. I inherited bad genes. Yeah, sure. Blame it on genes.
Bitch slapped.
Chucky starts storming towards Shuki. Wow, things gonna get interesting here. Где-то я уже слышала такой сценарий, да? Hey, I'm against violence, senpai.
Senpai! Senpai!
And shut up about my hate already. I'm average hate, okay? According to statics. It's just that you and your brothers are too tall. Yeah, that's true. When you stand between Masani and Aniyu, it makes you look even shorter. Yuki! Hey, don't you touch me! Wow! Whoa! Guys, have a room! I'm being gracious and sharing my bathroom slot with you after all. Chucky grumbles for a bit before he turns and goes back to the sink to finish up what he was doing. What he was doing? Tell me, please! Он просто пялился на нас. Чем он еще занимался? Come on! Shuki gets into the shower feeling triumphant. This room assignment isn't half bad at all. I got a roommate who's easy to mess with. The rest of the day passes by uneventfully. Знаю, какие дальше пойдут события. Слава Богу! Ты должен быть благодарным за это. Hisaka shows up in the common room one day with a little speech to read to everyone about the policies for living in the dorms over summer break. Shuki figures she just likes hearing herself talk. A lot of boys leave the dorms to stay with their families during the summer break, so while those people are gone, the bathroom rules will be relaxed a bit. Feel free to show about if a bathroom is empty. Just be prepared to share if someone else comes in too. Shut up. Also, don't drop the soap. You're so funny. Like, дайте медаль за то, какая она смешная этой женщине. Hey, which one of you pranksters scribbled this in my notes? Oh. Я всегда не понимала, как, читая по записке, ты можешь не заметить, что тебе кто-то что-то дописал и прочитать это. Как? If you guys start laughing and elbowing each other in the sides, ну ясно, кто там постоянно мыло роняет, да? But obviously nobody confesses to spicing up the dumb, modest speech. After a few moments of silence, she's forced to continue, albeit somewhat deflatedly. Why wouldn't she notice what that said before she read it out loud anyway? Exactly, Shuki. Exactly. Freaking exactly. Anyway, the joke's on you boys. The bad news is that to converse money and electricity, there will be no air conditioning in the dorms over the summer break. The very same guys who were just laughing start to yell out complaints and groan about the heat, but Hisaka cuts them off. But at least we're all here together, isn't that great? Who else want to strangle her? Кому еще хочется ее придушить? Oh wait, I don't actually live here. I live somewhere with actual air conditioning. Too bad for you guys, huh? Her real personality is on full display. Anyway, no AC, huh? At least we can hop in for a cold shower pretty much whenever we want to now. Evening in the dome is quiet. The few stranglers who've opted to stay in the domes even through breaks sit in the main lobby together, hanging out in a sort of detached way. A pair of guys are by the window playing a game of chess while others are reading or walking on their summer homework. Ботаники. Geeks. No! It's not called being geeks. It's nerds. Nerds. Do your research, please. I'm a geek. I'm not a nerd. Bitch, please. Geeks. There's no way I'm touching any of my summer homework until the week before school starts. The teachers say it can be done? Challenge accepted! Bring it on! Shuki lounges on one of the couches in the common room, though he's not sure why he bothers. It's not as if he really knows any of the other guys living in the dorms. He just doesn't feel like sitting in his room alone tonight. Chichan's out somewhere, unused, too antisocial to sit with strangers, and Masani has summer practice. Though Shuki doesn't want to admit it, he does feel a little lonely. A few of the other dorm tenants try to spike up conversation, but Shuki soon finds that he doesn't have much in common with them. The conversations go nowhere. After a few hours of boredom, Shuki decides that he's had enough of this, so he goes back into his and Chucky's room. Shuki. Какая у нас длинная голова какая-то получается, да? An eerie pair of cold white hands extends from the water and reaches for him. Shuki surrenders himself to them and falls over the side of the bridge like a lifeless puppet. Мне вспомнился момент, когда Хару казалось, что он тонул, по-моему, и его рука вытягивала постоянно в Мако Хару клипы это всовывает. That's so cute, that's so adorable. The water embraces him, surrounds him. It's unbearably cold, and he can't bring himself to move his lips at all. But where are you? It's so lonely. I'm here. Where are you? Shuki thinks, but he can't get the words out. Это не подсознание сестры к ним приходит, нет? Это он с кем-то еще, да? Потому что мало ли, I don't know. I actually don't know. The voice fades. Darkness presses in from all sides. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Если мы проснулись ночью, I know the shit's gonna happen. Я просто ненароком наткнулась, когда зашла на сайт разработчика данной игры, и там был краткое описание данной игры, и там как раз всунули большущий спойлер. Я ненавижу, когда это делают. И я знаю, что что-то с одним из старших братиков случится.
Господи! Нет.
Shuki's head is throbbing when he opens his eyes. The remnants of a hazy dream lingers at the edge of his mind, but the memory soon dwindles to nothing. Well, it's the middle of the night. I should try to get back to sleep. Фу, пронесло пока. Это слишком длинная глава, вам не кажется, нет? Before Shuki knows it, a little month has almost gone by. Summer at the dorms is slow, quiet and comfortable. Because of the break, tenants come and go, so there's never more than a handful of people left at the dorm at one time. Towards the middle of August, Natsume resumes working at the confectionery, so he's hardly even around. Sometimes it seems to Shuki that he's just avoiding Yukinari, but he can't be certain. I know why. Yeah. Masaharu spends most of his time at summer basketball camps and practice, so this leaves Shuki a lot of time alone, or with Chucky. However, he and Chucky don't have much in common. They don't have much in common, и каким-то макаром они их сведут, да? Nice! Natsume is an inevitable topic for discussion, but there's only so much that can be said about him, so conversations have stagnated a little. It's time like this when Shuki wishes he had more people to talk to. Masani's got his basketball team, they hang out a lot, so I guess they get along. Ani doesn't exactly have a group, but he's always got Chi-chan. Don't tell me that the only people I can really talk to are Chi-chan or my brothers. Guess I only have myself to blame for that. I've got friends, sure, but they're pretty casual. Not that I haven't had a lot of chances to get closer to people, but then half the time I end up dating them and then we break up. That just adds to the rumor mill. While absently glancing at the calendar in his and Chucky's room, Shuki notices that it's almost September. School starts again on September 3rd. Crap! I haven't studied on any of this summer homework yet. After digging his neglected school bag out of the closet, he finds the large booklet of assignments that he's supposed to finish before school starts. Shuki can't help but grimace. The booklet is even heftier than he remembers it being, though he's not sure how that's even possible. It's a good thing I remembered now, while I still have a whole week to work on it. Как и все мы. Работаем в последнюю секунду. Не спим ночью напролёт. The air in the room is much too hot for him to be able to concentrate. Shuki puts the homework booklet, some of his writing supplies, textbooks, a calculator and a few other things into a bag and heads down to the common room to work on it. Unfortunately, once there, he sees a group of people already huddled at the table, furiously scribbling away at their own assignments. I should walk with the other tenants, go somewhere else to study. Последняя опция, конечно, очень полезная. Так, save. Override the save file. Yes. Заниматься остальными или пойти еще куда-то? Ну, давайте попробуем позаниматься остальными, если нет, мы переключимся. It won't kill me to try and be friendly, right? Shuki takes a deep breath and decides to try and combat his antisocial tendencies. He calls out to the group and pulls out his blank booklet to show them. Everyone has a good laugh over that and they quickly accept him into the circle without any fuss. That's gorgeous. That's amazing. Good choice. While the group honestly doesn't get a whole lot of work done, Shuki feels much more at ease than he did before. No. The shit's gonna happen. Мамой? Это его настоящая мать, нет? Yeah. У матери были черные волосы, у этой коричневые. Damn. What is it, Shuki? You named us all after the seasons, right? That's right. Dad and I decided on it after thinking very hard. Why did you name us like that? You see, there's a story that my grandmother, that's your great-grandmother, told me when I was a child, a long, long time ago. There were 4 warriors who fought to shape the world. Winter and autumn fought for the moon, and spring and summer fought for the sun. Why did they have to fight? Well, Shuki, nobody could agree on how the world should look at the time. Everything was just darkness, but they couldn't decide how to change it. What happened after that? Так, мне надо посмотреть, как их имена, да? And then, summer was the peacekeeper, and told everyone to share, so the moon and sun split each day in half, and each season got a quarter of the year. Winter, most loved by the moon, in a darker season than all the rest, summer, who wanted to protect spring, decided summer, who wanted to protect spring. Стоп, они ж были двойняшками, они не могут разными сезонами. Окей, неважно. Decided to take on most of the sun's energy. So that's why summer is the hottest season. That's why we named all of you after the seasons. We hope that you would all work together and care about each other. If you can learn that lesson from the story, Mommy will be very happy. That's creepy. But I got the worst season. Oh, why do you say that? All the leaves die in autumn. Everything is dead and brown and ugly. А я надеялась, что Нацуме будет летом, и он будет нас защищать. Окей, неважно. Oh, Shuki, when one thing dies. No, please don't, please. Something else is born. We shouldn't be able to have autumn without summer ending, right? Окей, окей. Я согласна, что мы осень, да? If you think of it that way, each death is really just a new beginning. Господи. Shuki wakes up with a start, bolting upright in bed. What was that all about? Man, school's only been back in session for 3 days. I guess my brain's a little fried from all the extra work. At least I managed to get all my summer homework done in time, but the first few days after a long break are always tough. Just gotta get back into the routine. Shuki got so used to lazing around during the summer that even now that he's back in school, he doesn't want to do much else. Though the first few days are meant to ease students back into school, it's still hard to focus, especially in the heat. Но везет кому-то, у кого-то в сентябре жарень стоит. И они еще жалуются. He looks at the clock, 3 a.m. May as well sleep a little while longer. Что-то все не заканчивается, глава не заканчивается, не закончивается. After waking up and taking a shower, Shuki heads over to the kitchen for a quick breakfast before class starts. There he sees Masaharu snatching a piece of toast before turning to leave. Weird, school doesn't start this early. Where's he going? Oh, morning, Shuki. Why in such a hurry? I thought you guys didn't have morning practice yet. We don't, but I forgot I was out of mechanical pencil lead, so I have to run for the store to get some really quick. Что ни у кого не было больше? Come on, seriously. Do you want some of mine? I've got plenty. Nah, I use a really specific brand. Anyway, I'll see you after school. Alright, I gotta go. Bitch, please. With that, Masaharu speeds off. Секреты. У всех старших братьев секреты. Конечно. Masani is weirdly picky about some things. Does what brand of pencil lead you use even matter? Shuki is prepared to forget all about this exchange until a few short minutes later he sees that his brother has left his backpack behind. Huh, how unlike him to be so careless. But Masani is probably long gone by now. It's his own fault, so maybe I should just leave it here. Nah, even I'm not that heartless. Jeez, what a pain in the ass though. Maybe I can catch up to him if I run really fast. He grabs Masaharu's backpack and dashes outside as quickly as he can. Shit's gonna happen. Damn. Once outside, Masaharu's predictably nowhere in sight. Shuki runs down the streets away from the domes for a while, but has no luck. Where would Masani go for pencil lead anyway? Oh yeah, there's that one convenience store he likes going to a lot. It's really out of the way. Yes, that's why he was in such a hurry. Shuki lightly jogs through the streets, stopping every few minutes to catch his breath. Damn, Masani, he's going to owe me big time after making me run around like this. Damn, I don't want to look. No, please don't, please don't. Shuki approaches Nagasaki's famous Megain Bridge, quickening his pace in the hopes of reaching his brother sooner. Once on the bridge, he can make out the convenience store on the other side and lets out a sigh of relief. Too early, man. That's too early. Not much further now. The big festival? It's January. That's cool. He steps onto the bridge and slows his walking pace to catch his breath. The convenience store getting closer and closer. Где, кстати, этот convenience store? Тот, который красненький там? No, please don't. Please don't. Please no. Please no. And then his eyes are filled with the color red. For a few moments, everything feels as if it's in slow motion. Even though he wants to hurry and get to the other side of the bridge, it's as if every cell in his body is resisting him and saying, "No, don't go." He walks forward, but his feet drag and feel heavy, as if the ground has turned to quicksand. The sounds of people around him yelling out are muffled and garbled. Soon he snaps back to his senses, but everything is horribly wrong. Passerby are amassing and police sirens are approaching from the distance. Shrieks of hysteria overlap in terrible cacophony. And that's when he really sees it. Please don't. Please freaking don't. Shuki drops to his knees stunned. At first the image doesn't quite register in his mind. It's just a random collection of shapes and unrecognizable figure. Господи, что они с ним сделали? There's no way that's him. I just saw him. He was fine just a couple of minutes ago. It can't be. The dead body and his brother are two separate, irreconcilable things in his mind. There's so much to take in that he doesn't know where to look. No. Actually, честно, я прочитала в том описании, что один из братьев должен был... Я надеялась на то, что это будет не Нацума, потому что если бы это был Нацуми, like... Fuck you, seriously. Just... I'm done with it. Ну, вообще, как бы, ему выломали пальцы или сломали пальцы, раздробили пальцы тут было и посыпали еще лепесточками, цветочками. What the hell? Либо он покупал цветы кому-то, либо это просто очень-очень странно. Like, really, just when he starts to feel that it's all just too much, Shuki feels himself jacked backwards as someone tightly wraps his arm around his body. Another arm covers his eyes, but far too late. Who? Even when in darkness, the horrific image has burned into his mind in such a way that Shuki doesn't think he'll even be able to forget it. Confused and terrified, he claws at the arms that have wrapped around him. Let go of me! I'm here, Shuki. It's going to be okay. The voice sounds vaguely familiar and yet completely alien at the same time. It's not in the least bit comforting or persuasive. How can it possibly be? Shh. And then Shuki's consciousness fades. Oh man. The funeral takes place the following... Кто это был, кстати? The funeral takes place the following Saturday evening. It's quiet, subdued, respectful. All things that Shuki would never associate with Masaharu. Надеюсь, родители теперь не будут, не знаю, там, винить в этом снова Нацуме или уже Шуки. Because why not? He doesn't remember anything that happened after he saw the body. Apparently, the shock of seeing it caused Shuki to pass out. He vaguely feels as if someone he knows was there, but he has no idea why. Their parents take emergency leave in order to fly back over and attend the funeral. Shuki and Natsume... Возможно, если бы кто-то не уехал, то все было бы хорошо. Ну, я не говорю об этом, но не утверждаю, да, потому что, в принципе, все равно пошел в школу. Just, come on, man, just seriously, like, freaking hell. Shuki and Natsume get to miss school for the day. Один день? Супер. Though neither of them is at all happy about it. Shuki is absolutely distraught at losing another sibling and watches helplessly as his older brother is laid to rest. It brings back a flood of memories from Fuka's funeral, memories that are too painful for him to bear once more. Natsume is strangely calm throughout, leading Shuki to lash out at him on multiple occasions throughout the week. Even though I knew you can't do anything about it, he couldn't even cry at Masani's funeral? «11 сентября, понедельник. One evening back at the house, while Shuki is in the bathroom, he hears his mother shrieking at Natsume. Of course, finally of course. This is all your fault! Dear, he wasn't even there. This was a horrible event, but Natsume had nothing to do with it. How can you say that? He's their older brother. He's supposed to protect them. As usual, Natsume doesn't respond to them at all. He just stands there, taking all of their anger without saying a word in his own defense. It's hard. How could this? How could he? Why did this have to happen again? Why Masa? Сейчас скажет, да? Нет? Я думал, что скажет, почему не ты, ну ладно. I can't accept this. Why? Their mother beats her tiny fists against Natsume's chest over and over until her arms begin to tremble. Why? Why couldn't you? That's it. Then her anger and sadness overcoming her at last, she collapses against him sobbing. Though Natsume remains silent throughout this, his pain shows plainly on his face. It's then that Shuki remembers something that Chucky said to him once, a long time ago, that people deal with grief in different ways. У нас здесь что-то наподобие, сразу вспомнилось мне ШОС в поле зрения, которое якобы не чувствует боль, и у которой якобы расстройство с эмоциями. И когда кто-то там сказал, что несмотря на это все, это не значит, что ты же совсем не чувствуешь ничего. Если у тебя не показывается это на лице, ты же не значит, что ты совсем не чувствуешь. Those who seem the most calm are usually the ones who actually want to cry the most. I was just looking for someone to blame. I was doing the same thing Mom's doing. And you. «17 сентября, воскресенье. The next several days go by as if Shuki is living in a haze. He can barely tell the difference between one day and another. At first he blames himself for not trying harder to hold Masaharu back, for not keeping him from going. Those thoughts don't make him feel any better. Shuki has no way of knowing what would happen, so there was no way he could have stopped his brother. His pain and frustration have no outlet. И мы вроде еще будем искать, кто на самом деле поступил так с нашим братом. В любом случае, оживляем, это как бы не обсуждается даже. Shuki even begins to wonder if he'll ever be able to feel happy again. It's respect for the each day, so everyone has the day off. Shuki, feeling too boxed in at the dorms, decides to walk around outside for a little bit of fresh air. He walks around slowly and aimlessly. It really doesn't matter to him where he ends up. For some reason or another, his feet lead him to the Majane Bridge once again. Even though I'd rather be anywhere else, damn it. It's not like I'll actually get any closure just from coming here. Everything looks so peaceful now. You'd never be able to tell that someone was brutally murdered here not too long ago. Somehow that's kind of sad. Черт подери, он мне напоминает Рю. Shuki glances up, his surprise quickly turning into suspicion and annoyance when he sees the man standing there. What's with this guy? Is he glowing? Shuki decides that this must be some sort of cosplay. Are you feeling crushed? Defeated? Sorry, do I know you? Shuki figures that that's marginally more polite than "Are you crazy?" No, but I certainly know you. Really? A stalker? Or is he trying to hit on me? Of course, of course! You're so irresistible! Either way, I'm really not in the mood for this crap. Shuki takes just one step forward before the stranger calls out to him again. Oh, you smug bastard! Oh, come on now, Shuki, be nice. I've come a very long way just to talk to you. Yeah? Well, I kind of make it a habit not to talk to readers I don't know. You sound just like your brother when you say that. What exactly, brother? My brother? Фу, каким образом он там выглядел так классно, а сейчас выглядит как-то нелепо. Yes. You sound just like Natsume. Еще один пэринг. Подождите, или он предлагал уже это Нацуме? Что вообще случилось? Come on, seriously, I need to know. Really? I didn't think I knew you was the type to call people names like that. But hey, maybe you know my brother better than I do. Well, he changed a lot before I met him. Sorry, what? Что я упускаю? Что я упускаю? And what is that supposed to mean? You see, my sweet prince. Shuki hears the sound of approaching footsteps and turns around just as a stranger leans in to whisper. I come from the future. Shuki quickly tries to shove the guy away, but the stranger sidesteps out of reach before Shuki can touch him. Okay, I think someone's been hitting the sake A little too early this morning. You don't believe me. Why should I? You're talking nonsense. I was going to give you a chance and listen to you because you mentioned Annie. But obviously... Sorry. I was going to give you a chance and listen to you because you mentioned Annie. But obviously, you're just trying to mess with me or something. Knock it off! The other guy puts on a look of hurt and offense. Shuki is not sure if it's genuine or not, but the stranger is quiet for what seems like a long time. I'm not in the wrong here, am I? He's the one being suspicious as hell. Well, I guess I have no choice but to show you. What do you mean? An electronic visa materializes over one of the stranger's eyes. He then pushes a button on his watch which Shuki hadn't noticed until now. Before Shuki knows what's happening, it feels like the ground disappears from beneath his feet. He shuts his eyes as quickly as possible to block out the bright light. Strangely, it feels like wind is whirling all around him. After a few moments, this sensation ends and Shuki tentatively opens his eyes. They are standing in the exact same spot. What did you... what? We went back in time. Back 11 days, to be precise. Hearing this, all of Shuki's reservations and common sense go out the window. He just wants so very much to believe. Back 11! This is the day that Masani was... That's right. Right now, we're on the day that your brother died. Shuki looks around momentarily panicked. But nothing seems out of ordinary. Nothing seems any different than from before. He begins to laugh nervously. Alright, he got me. That was a pretty nifty light trick you did, but going back in time? That's impossible! You really had me going for a second there though, I'll admit it. The stranger continues speaking as if Shuki hadn't said anything. In fact, your brother is going to die in about 15 minutes. Okay, look, I've been more than patient with you already, but this is sick. You're disgusting. What do you think you're trying to pull? Look, there he is now. Despite himself, Shuki turns around and there he is, his brother. It's a short glimpse, but Shuki would recognize Masaharu anywhere. He watches in stunned disbelief as his older brother walks into the convenience store. The door shuts behind him, and Shuki, now desperate, is about to run to Masaharu when he's stopped by the stranger, who stands in front of him to block his way. Shuki tries to get around him, but the guy refuses to let him pass. Move! I just need to... Can't let you do that, Shuki. I'm sorry. If this isn't your idea of a sick joke and we really are time traveling, then I can save him. He's right there. No, you can't save him. Don't tell me you're going to feed me some bullshit about how I can't change the past or it'll mess up the future. What did you even bring me here for then? You misunderstand. Let me finish before you interrupt me, kid. I was going to say, not yet. You can't save him yet. What do you mean, not yet? Look, I'll explain everything to you, alright? That's why I came all this way. So calm down and let me explain before you go into hysterics. I'll take your silence as a yes. Now let's go back to the present, shall we? A few button presses and bright beams of light later, they're back where they started. Of course, Shuki can't be totally sure, but he sees the same people milling about that were there when he got to the bridge earlier, so he figures they must be back in the present. That or this guy is amazingly good at doing light tricks, or this is just another dream. Shuki sighs. Okay, I'm calm now, so what did you mean by not yet? Impatient, aren't we? Wouldn't you be impatient if you were me? I guess you're right. But try and slow down a little. Time travel's all about precision. You can't rush things. But do you want to bring your brother back? Of course I do. To fix your family's broken relationship. I know all about your family, of course. Он же не сын чей-нибудь из них, нет, нет, это было бы слишком странно. У меня сейчас такое ощущение. That's a little bit better, I guess. You don't say. I told you, I'm from the future. I'm one of your older brother's best friends. Shit, seriously? Ничи-чан. А еще кто-то? That's interesting. Плююсь тут от восторга. Извиняюсь. Is that why you said I was like him? That's right. Shuki sighs again despite himself. Yes, I do want to fix it. Well, you can if you learn to travel through time. Obviously, just get to the point. We can talk here. We don't know who might hear us. Seriously? Oh, I'm dead serious. Мариарти во мне пробивается, по-моему. The stranger refuses to be rushed no matter how much Shuki nags him, and so Shuki lets himself be led to a steady-looking cafe near the bridge. Is it really okay to be in here? This place looks really sketchy. Best place to be if we don't want to be overheard. I remember this place from my student days. I'm glad I'm still here. Shit. Doesn't look like they get any more business than they used to either. So, are you going to explain this time travel stuff to me? Alright, listen up, because I don't have much time. If he doesn't have much time, why didn't he hurry up earlier? Still, Shuki decides it's probably best not to piss off his family's only lifeline. I'm listening. Time is continuum. You probably already know that. In the future we're... wow... Natsumi-san. Shit! Natsumi-san! Created the technology that allows people to travel backward and forward in time. Тогда почему Нацума сам не путешествует? Okay. Whatever. Ani Yui invented time travel? Ты думал, он где-то шляется и постоянно спит? Вот, маленький сидел и мастерил свой тардис. Eat this! Выкуси! Told you, he changed a lot. Please, Ani Yui... I can't ship them. The new ship is born. Please, Ani, you can't even stay awake for more than 10 minutes. Wait, you're serious? How the hell did he invent? Anyway, don't worry yourself over details, just know that it's possible, as I showed you earlier. The thing is, there are constraints. Constraints? The stranger holds up a little piece of paper. Do you know what this is? Shuki wonders if this is a trick question of some sort, but he decides to just answer honestly. It's a shopping list. Shuki doesn't understand how this is relevant. You've got to think deeper than that. This is a memento. Masaharu wrote this shopping list. Upon close inspection, Shuki sees that the handwriting does look like Masaharu's. Следовательно, мы как экстрасенсы будем прикасаться к каким-то вещам и сможем из-за этого переноситься, или как, если у нас будут эти вещи. Oh my god, I'm so excited! Давайте дальше. A memento? You're saying my brother left a shopping list for me as a keepsake? How did you get it anyway? No, never mind that. That's not what memento means in this context. It's just a term. A memento is an item you can use to time travel. A shopping list? Come on, think. When was this list written? When did it come into existence? Shuki notes the date on the shopping list, September 6, 2012. That's the day Masani... Now you're getting it. By the way, this is what I used earlier to transport us back in time to see your brother. But if that's all we need, then why did you stop me? I'm getting back to that, kid. Calm down. Kid. Ребенок, хотя ты сам выглядишь да на лет 17, максимум 18, ладно 20, но ладно. I thought you were in a hurry. The stranger chooses to ignore this. A memento is any item that connects to a specific point in time. In this case, this shopping list is linked to the morning of September 6. So if we use this with a time machine, we can be transported to a time around when this list was created. Around? I thought you said time travel was precise. Just a figure of speech, Shuki. Look, we're not going to get very far if you nitpick every little thing I say. This memento is a pretty strong one, so we get a time period between just after it was made and up to an hour after that. We only get an hour? Right, an hour is the maximum you'll get for any memento. Some mementos give you even less than that. Your brother wrote this pretty early in the morning, so right when we saw him. The time was just about to run out, so we couldn't have done anything anyway. Right, that's why I stopped you. So what you're saying is, if I can find a stronger memento with a time period closer to when Masani died, I can save him. That's right. You can go back in time and change what happened, so you'll be able to save Masaharu. The present and future will change, and he'll be alive again. This sounds way too good to be true. I can understand why you might feel that way, but this is all possible thanks to the technology your brother will create many years from now. Just don't think about the science too hard. It's way beyond your level of understanding. Что-то мне сразу вспоминается тот момент с Дуфуса, когда, как дедушка мне говорил, у всего есть своя цена. Мне очень интересно, какая цена у нас здесь. Потому что если бы каждый мог путешествовать во времени, come on. The stranger puts the shopping list on the table and starts sipping his coffee. How did you know about all this? Why did you come here? Like I said, I'm from the future. Someone from my time went back to the past without authorization and messed things up. Masaharu wasn't supposed to die in the time I come from. Aha! Shit. Not like that. Aha. So Natsumi-san and I decided to enlist your help to change things. Why can't we do it? We would if we could. We! Shit. The problem is, we don't have the right mementos to use in the future. It's too far back for us to be able to find things that are relevant. It was hard enough just finding one that would allow me to talk to you like this. Natsumi-san searched for weeks, but you're here in the present. It's only been some days since Masaharu died. Surely you can find the right memento that will save him. Why can't you just find the memento and take it back with you? Unless you've got something with you right now that'll work. I'm afraid that's just not an option. My time's running out quick. Of course Shuki doesn't. He needs his bro, feeling as if the weight of the world has just been put on his shoulders. Who killed Masani? Just tell me that much. We don't know. That's what we're trying to find out in the future. We just know that the person wasn't authorized to time travel at all. The only people supposed to do that are on our research team, and we are all present and accounted for. And now this person has, for whatever reason, killed an innocent who wasn't supposed to die, to use Natsumi-san's technology for such a wild purpose. Well, that's unforgivable. Natsumi-сан, у нас тут появился еще один ученик, еще один помощник. With a crush. Hey. Okay, fine. Though. The stranger sounds serious. Shuki finds it harder to resist his words, even though he's still in disbelief that all this is happening. Shuki, will you help us? Will you save Masaharu? Shuki doesn't even have to think about it. Of course I will. I may make fun of him sometimes, but Masani is my brother. If we save him, I'll do anything. Good. We knew you'd come through. Here. He hands Shuki a watch that looks identical to the one he's wearing. It may not look like much, but this is a time machine from the future. A watch? It doesn't really look like one. When Shuki touches the watch face, a hologram pops up showing the date, as well as some other menus and text. When you find a memento, you can scan it, and the time machine will calculate the time window for you. The time machine can only store up to 5 mementos at a time. So if you find something that's perishable, make sure you register it right away, or you might miss your chance. Otherwise, if it's something like the shopping list, you can just keep it in a safe place and re-input it whenever you need to use it again. Sounds complicated. It's not that bad. You'll figure it out. You're a bright kid, Shuki. What if I can't find the right memento? You can travel in time without the proper memento. If you try, well, in a best case scenario, you could get stuck in a time void and be trapped in limbo for an infinite amount of time, I guess. Okay, so don't do that, got it? How do I get back to the present when I'm time traveling? If you push the return button, you can always get right back to where you started. A memento is like a two-way ticket, so as long as you can get somewhere, you can come back. You may now access the time machine from the top menu. However, you may only time travel at certain points in the game. This system will be explained further later. After he says this, the stranger begins to flicker. Looks like my time's up. Wait, I still have a lot of questions to ask. I don't even know who you are. Call me Kyusuke. Don't worry, I'll send you messages through the time machine when I can. So, make sure to check. Don't make that face, Shuki. You'll be fine. Just find the memento and you'll be able to save Masaharu. See you later, darling. With that, Kyusuke vanishes, nervous and a little self-conscious despite the vacancy of the cafe. Shuki quickly pays the bill and leaves, showing the receipt into his pocket as he walks out the door. He hightails it back to the dorms, ignoring Chalky when he tries to start a conversation and jumps into bed, pulling the blanket completely over himself. Когда уже закончится эта глава? Камон, мне нравится игра, ну... Сделали бы дольше, растянули, но поменьше, наверное. Ну и на сегодня это было все, ребят. Пока. Еще увидимся. Надеюсь, скоро. И помните, что, как всегда, вы можете сейчас кликнуть на мое изображение и подписаться на данный канал, а также посмотреть парочку моих предыдущих видео. Пока!